Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. Coming up, the truth about how many steps you need to live longer.
Also, the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef might be over, but Drake is still catching strays.
All that and more on the way next. While most Blue Jays fans are probably still mourning the team's loss to the Dodgers in the World Series, not John Baines, 8772 Radio U. All he sees is dollar signs. John Baines is a supposed long-time Toronto Blue Jays fan.
Okay.
He was sitting in the outfield for the fateful Game 7 of the World Series, where eventually the Dodgers wound up coming from behind to tie the game and then win Game 7 to win the World Series in extra innings. Part of that was Miguel Rosas's of the Dodgers game-tying home run in the 9th inning with 2 outs to go.
Yes.
John Baines caught that home run ball.
Wow.
And until now, it was thought that he threw it back in a what would have been a boss move.
Yeah, defiant, like, we don't want this ball.
I saw a tweet that said this man is never buying drinks in Toronto again. I always think that's exaggerated.
Yeah.
Nobody would even recognize this guy. But still a great move as a fan to throw the game-time World Series ball back.
Right. It's a relatable sentiment if you're a Blue Jays fan.
But it now seems, and he's claiming, that he is not just a Blue Jays fan, but also a magician. And somehow, even with TV cameras on him, he managed to switch, and he happened to have another ball that he threw onto the field, and the actual game-tying World Series Game 7 home run ball is still in his possession, and he wants money for it.
He wants money for it.
He's trying to cash in.
You know what's even more of a magician move?
What's that?
Not only did John Baines catch that Miggy Rojas ball, his son, Matthew Baines, caught the Will Smith home run in the 11th inning.
What are the odds?
Yeah, seriously. So
How?
they have both in their possession, and they're looking for $1 million for the Rojas ball and $1.5 million for the Will Smith ball.
I mean, I guess you have to make the most of it if you're a Blue Jays fan.
Right.
Like, you have to.
This money is what will make them feel better.
Exactly. You can cry yourself to sleep as the Blue Jays. Like, realistically, they're a good team, but they might never make it back to the World Series in these guys' lifetimes again.
Right.
But $1 million or $2.5 million for the 2 balls, that would definitely ease the blow a little bit.
Yeah, I would say so. So yeah, I have to go back and watch the footage of this guy catching it because apparently he said he had a decoy ball in his pocket.
Why?
Well, yeah, I don't know why he would have that.
Why and where did it come from?
What were you already thinking about?
How long were you planning this?
Right. How long has that little ball been in there? But yeah, that'll be interesting to see. And also, is there any way to double check this? Not only with the cameras, but with the ball that ended up back on the field.
I mean, there's ways, right, where they game certify things.
Yeah.
Like third parties will have ways of telling whether it's actually a game used ball or not. So, and he could have another baseball. I think they might be able to tell the difference.
I would hope so.
Anybody putting up $1 million to try to buy this thing would have a real vested interest in knowing that it was real. So,
yeah.
But I don't know. Is it, let's say he did pull off this move where he faked everybody out with thousands of fans near him and the TV cameras on him, that he managed to pull off this trick and throw back a different ball.
This sleight of hand.
Is that cool? Like, do you blame him if you're a fellow Blue Jays fan that was sitting nearby that cheered him on when he threw it back? Or like, is that now, does this feel like he's, not one of us?
Oh, if I'm a Blue Jays fan, I'm absolutely ticked off by this move.
Yeah.
Because you faked it.
We cheered for you.
Yeah, we were so excited that you allowed the moment to be bigger than like the draw of the money.
Than the payday.
Yeah. You were like, you know what? I don't care about the money. I care about my team. You made it team instead of you. And now it's obvious that you made it about you and not the team.
Yeah. If you just kept it all along and didn't fake throwing it back,
then it wouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah.
Because no one blames you to keep a ball in Game 7. But if you fake it, then you're just a liar.
What would you have done?
kept it.
Yeah, I would have kept it too.
Throwing
I would
away
have
a
thrown
home
it
run
back.
ball. I don't care who it's from.
Maybe if it was the Red Sox versus the Yankees.
Yeah, right.
But other than that,
I mean, if it's an Aaron Judge home run, I'm keeping it. I'm sorry.
My revenge is still the money more than throwing it back.
Right.
I hate to share some sad news today, but the inventor of the frozen burrito has died.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's sad, but he lived a long life, 89 years old or just shy of his 89th birthday. His name was Dwayne Roberts, and while it is sad that he's passed away, a time to celebrate an amazing life, a man who brought so much joy to so many by inventing the frozen burrito. Who knows where we would be without it?
Yeah, I guess. I haven't ever tried a frozen burrito.
You've never had a frozen burrito?
No. I think we've already determined, frozen food, I guess it's just not my thing.
How do you live?
I don't know.
You, cook a full dinner every night?
I try to.
Okay, Bobby Flay. The frozen burrito is a staple, and wouldn't you know it that Dwayne Roberts passed away just shy of his 89th birthday. When he invented the frozen burrito, he was fittingly only 19 years old.
Wow.
The time when people most need frozen burritos, I believe, was way back in 1956. He was working for a company called Butcher Boy Food Products, and that was a family company. They were apparently supplying burger patties to McDonald's.
Really?
Already. And so they were trying to think of how they could expand, and somehow this, I guess, was a family business, but he was 19 years old. He got in on the meetings, and he was like, what else can we make? And one of the Hispanic butchers at Butcher Boy Food Products said, why don't you make a burrito? And Dwayne Roberts said, I didn't even know what a burrito was. But then they did it.
They made it.
I guess. So he wasn't alone in inventing.
I was going to say, can we get credit to the Mexican butcher, too?
Yeah, we don't even have his name.
Sounds like it was his idea.
It really does, doesn't it?
No offense to Dwayne Roberts.
Yeah, it definitely. I wish we even had this man, the Hispanic butcher's name, but we don't. And yeah, it sounds like he deserves a lot of credit.
It does.
And
I mean, it was entirely his idea.
Maybe some financial compensation as well, because Dwayne Roberts, what do you get for inventing the frozen burrito? You get to be a billionaire.
What?
Yeah, this guy had a lot of money. He also, later in life, he purchased the historic Mission Inn Hotel in Riverside, California.
I've never heard of that.
If you look it up, it's really amazing. He owned from 1992 until his passing. And he said, in regards to the landmark hotel, I like beautiful old things.
Same here.
Yeah,
Dwayne.
so I feel like I like this guy a lot. He invented the frozen burrito, and he likes beautiful old things.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're very similar.
Sounds very relatable. This hotel looks amazing.
I know. So
oh my goodness.
This guy had good taste.
Yeah, that looks so cool. It looks like something that you would see in
I'm sure it's been in movies and stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like something you would see in maybe a Hispanic town or in Spain or Italy or even the French Riviera or something like that. The architecture is so, it's old world.
Yeah. It
Very
is.
cool.
It's beautiful. And, well, in a way, I guess we have Dwayne Roberts to thank not only for that, but definitely in many ways for the frozen burrito that his Hispanic butcher helped him invent.
Yeah.
So thank you to Dwayne Roberts for your contributions. What an amazing life.
Yes.
And Allie, maybe we'll finally try a frozen burrito.
Yeah, I should. I do like burritos, but I've only ever had them at I've had one at Taco Bell because we tried that one time. And then every other time I've ordered one at just a sit-down Mexican restaurant.
See, the beauty of a frozen burrito is it's not as good as any of those things you just said, but you can just have it.
At home.
You can just have it whenever, and it takes a minute and a half. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty convenient.
Yeah. Who do you think is the sexiest man alive right now? 8772 RadioU. You're wrong, because People Magazine named their annual Sexiest Man Alive yesterday, and it's Jonathan Bailey.
Can I hit the buzzer?
Allie, Please tell me you know who Jonathan Bailey even is.
I do. I did watch Bridgerton, and he rose to fame because of that show from Netflix. And then he also plays Fiyero in Wicked.
Who's that?
He's like kind of the main love interest for Glenda and Elphaba.
Okay.
And I don't want to give spoilers in case anybody hasn't seen like the Wicked, read the book or seen the show, like the play, the musical.
Yeah.
I can't tell you who he is because that gives spoilers to like the rest of the story, which comes out in a month.
Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
As of right, I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna stop.
In The Wizard of Oz, who is he?
I can't say who he is because some people do not know who he is in The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz it's been out for 100 years.
That's already a spoiler in and of itself that he's in The Wizard of Oz. Because it's not obvious.
But it's been out for 100 years.
But never mind. I'm just saying there's some people that don't know, like transition-wise, who becomes who.
Okay, so he's Toto.
No, but he's in Wicked, and then Bridgerton. I think those are the two biggest roles. I think he was also in the new Jurassic Park movie this year.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
As like a professor or something.
I feel like the Sexiest Man Alive is usually somebody that's more like well known.
I mean, I think he's pretty well known. I know you faded Wicked, but the rest of the world...
I watched it. I still don't know who this guy is.
Well, the rest of the world watched Wicked and seemed to really like it. And so I do think he is rather famous right now. But I would agree that I was surprised by this pick.
Yeah, even he said it. He was on, they always do this. They have the Sexiest Man Alive introduce himself on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Oh.
Apparently. And in his appearance on the show last night, he said that he calls it a huge honor, but also completely absurd, which I think is right.
Yeah, I was not expecting this. And in my heart, it will always be Patrick Dempsey every year.
He's won it a few times, I think.
Several times.
Yeah. For me, it's a tie.
Okay.
A three-way tie. Paul Rudd.
Yes.
Idris Elba. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, no, not Aaron Rodgers. Has he ever won it?
No. And that's the one thing missing from his resume, I think. If you missed it yesterday, we tried the new turkey dinner and pumpkin pie cup noodles on the show. We had Thanksgiving flavored ramen here on Radio U. You can watch that on the Radio U Mornings YouTube channel, 8772 Radio U. But Allie, we've already done that. We might need to do another Thanksgiving food fight.
Okay.
But this one would be like no food fight we've ever done before.
Yeah.
Maybe in the history of Radio U. Obviously, food fights go past back even my time here at Radio U. I don't know if anybody's ever done a mac and cheese food fight.
Wow. How are we even going to make that? You can make it in the microwave, right?
You know what? You're right. We don't have any...
we don't have a stove. We don't have a burner.
We're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll make it at home and bring it in and we'll reheat it.
I don't like reheated mac and cheese. It's not very good. I think there is some type of cooker or something that you can make it in the microwave. Because I remember friends of mine making mac and cheese, like fresh mac and cheese out of the box, in our microwave. I'm pretty sure.
That sounds way different than just reheating it.
Well, I just don't think the reheating it actually makes something about it dries it out.
Mm-hmm. So. Well, a lot of other pasta is better reheated. Is better the second time. Yeah, lasagna reheated.
Well,
come
lasagna
on.
I think is the one that I'm okay with, even though
anything that's like baked in the oven. You have to try and figure out
the right amount of time to heat it up because those middle layers can still be cold or whatever. But I feel like a lot of pasta can be not great reheated.
Why would we do a mac and cheese food fight? Because Kraft has released limited edition. You can actually buy this apple pie mac and cheese.
Whoa.
For the holidays.
Do we want to try this?
I think I'm interested.
I mean, this flavor
We had
profile,
pumpkin pie ramen noodles.
Yeah. The flavor.
This can't be as bad as that.
Yeah, but the flavor profile is very different for the two things, like mac and cheese and then apple. I don't know.
Yeah.
How that's going to mix.
You've heard of this, right? You know that many people, it's a classic thing to put a slice of cheese on a slice of apple pie. a slice of
never
American
heard of
cheese.
that.
To make apple pie even more American, you slap a piece of American cheese on there. It's a lot of people do this.
I've put ice cream on it.
Mm-hmm.
I've put whipped cream on it. I have never put cheese on it.
I've never tried it personally either, but it is a
thing?
It's definitely a thing.
It's never been a thing in my family. And we love apple pie.
But that is an explanation of why this is something that Kraft would even have the idea of making.
Try.
So where can you get this? At Walmart, of course. Online only, of course.
For a limited time,
For a limited time. $1.48 a box. That's about as much as I'd pay.
Okay.
And so this is not the instant mac and cheese where you can it's in a cup, the ready mac or easy mac.
Yeah, this is in the box.
We are going to have to box it. We're going to have to find a stove one way or the other. But I'm going to go on Walmart.com and see if we can get some of this and see if it turns out okay. They say it's, obviously the mac and cheese you would love.
Susanna says you can cook anything in the microwave, by the way.
Exactly.
So we should be good to cook it fresh, not
after you've already cooked it once at home.
No. We should be able to cook it here.
I don't know why you're so against
I just do not like mac and cheese reheated. I don't.
Well, it must be nice over there in your ivory tower.
No, come
looking down
on.
upon us that eat leftovers. I didn't know that you were so well-to-do. We Kraft apple pie mac and cheese. If we can get it, we will try it so that you don't have to. You're on for a food fight. And in the meantime, go to RadioU Mornings on YouTube and see how the pumpkin pie and turkey dinner Thanksgiving ramen noodles turned out.
Yeah.
If you're a subscriber to YouTube TV, you probably missed the Cowboys losing to the Arizona Cardinals on Monday Night Football last night, 27-17, 8772 Radio U. And that's not all you've missed. This has been going on for several days now, a dispute between YouTube TV and Disney and ESPN, which has caused all of the ESPN channels, among others, to be blacked out, taken off of YouTube TV until a deal can be reached.
Oh, boy.
Obviously, this sucks for all the people that are paying their hard-earned money to YouTube TV, expecting to be able to turn on college football.
Right. I was going to say, that made you miss a bunch of football, a bunch of sports stuff over the weekend because not only is it ESPN, it's also ABC. A lot of football games are broadcasted on ABC on Saturday.
Yeah, you're missing out on a lot. And it just keeps going on. Now, ESPN and Disney want you to feel bad for them.
Oh.
They're like, well, I know you're missing out on your football, but what about us? We're losing $5 million a day during this dispute. And that's meaningful for a bajillion dollar company.
Yeah. I mean, that is $150 per month. So that adds up rather quickly. Like you said, $5 million per day. The thought of that amount of money just blows my mind, first of all. But yeah, obviously Disney makes billions of dollars a year. So that's a drop in the bucket for them. But it's still a decent amount of money. And so I would think they would want to get this fixed pretty quickly.
Yeah, but it seems that Disney is the one that's removed their channels from YouTube TV and not vice versa. In other words, Disney wants more money from YouTube TV. They want more than $5 million a day. The implication, if they're losing $5 million a day, is that normally they make $5 million a day.
Right.
Just from YouTube TV alone. Forget about everywhere else that people subscribe. And that is eye-popping.
That is super eye-popping. It
really makes it hard to feel bad for them.
It does. And also it makes me worried about, my own subscription that I have to a basically online cable service, which is similar to like a YouTube TV or Hulu Live Sports. I have Fubo, and that has all the ESPN channels. That has ABC. Are they going to try and pull this on Fubo? I don't want to.
It's only a matter of time.
I don't want to be having to watch my Buckeyes and then the channel gets pulled away. No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know.
All this does is hurt the consumer.
Yeah, and if I'm a YouTube TV subscriber, I know that, if Disney's the one asking for more money, then you would have some grace for YouTube TV of like, no, we're standing up for our subscribers in a way of we don't want to have to charge them more to have the same channels. But also, in the meantime, I would like a refund on these days where I can't watch the channels that I was paying for when I signed up.
This is the reason I subscribed. A lot of people subscribe to these live TV services because of sports, because that's really the only thing that's keeping live TV around.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I would definitely be rightfully mad if I was a YouTube TV subscriber right now.
I'll tell you what, I'd be mad. I also would have just absolutely none in my heart at all, remorse or guilt about using another site secretly that may or may not be above board.
Going behind the scenes.
Yeah, you know? Like that would be my way.
That's your options, right?
Yeah, that's all you can do. I guess. What else are you supposed to do? Imagine you're making the perfect grilled cheese. 8772 Radio U.
I just had grilled cheese.
You did?
Yeah.
What's in it? What's in the perfect grilled cheese?
Oh, I don't know.
Did we discuss this as like when we were talking about foods that you eat when you're sick? Grilled cheese was like up there, right?
Yeah, because we said grilled cheese with like the tomato soup. That does hit when you're sick. I mean, it hits anytime.
Yeah.
But when you're sick, it definitely hits.
Grilled cheese might be it really might be the perfect food.
Because it's so warm and filling.
Yeah.
And also kind of easy to make. And so I don't feel like what I had was like the perfect grilled cheese because it was just like a classic homemade grilled cheese. And we were making a bunch for my whole family. And so we were going pretty quick. But yeah, it was great.
Okay, so if you could construct the perfect grilled cheese, give me like bread, give me what cheese or cheeses you're putting in, anything else that you would include?
I don't know if I've thought about this, but I think I'm just going to go with the classic answer of like what would be considered the comfort food for me, which is just the way that my mom would make it. And that's just, with some like American or cheddar cheese and just classic white bread, and she would just, make it in the skillet.
That's basically what America says.
Okay.
This was a survey that was just conducted because yesterday was National Sandwich Day.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And so the average American, according to this survey, says that white bread is the way to go with grilled cheese. That 43% of people said white bread was the way to go. 48% says it should be cut into triangles.
Oh.
I think that should be higher.
Okay.
I guess you could just not cut it at all.
Yeah, what we did was we just didn't cut it.
Yeah, I don't need it cut, but if I'm cutting it, it's into triangles.
Okay.
If you cut it, like who would cut a grilled cheese into the two rectangles? That would be insane behavior.
I've seen that done before, but yeah, especially if you're dipping it in the soup, the triangles
it needs
is helpful.
the corners.
Yeah.
It also 80% agreed that the crust stays on.
Yes.
Here's my
Come on.
Possibly, I don't even know how to describe this, but I like using the ends of the bread for grilled cheese.
Okay.
So you get all crust.
Oh.
I think it crisps up more.
The end of the loaf.
Yeah, the end of the loaf. Yeah.
Nice.
Many people would throw those away or discard them. You wouldn't want that on a sandwich. But to me, for a grilled cheese sandwich, that's perfect.
Have you ever had grilled cheese on like toasted bread? It's like a little bit crunchy.
So you toast it and then grill it?
I think so. I think that's how it's made.
I don't think I've ever done an extra step to that.
Yeah, I had that one time. I went to a grilled cheese inspired, or like that was kind of their whole menu, food truck.
Okay.
They had all these different type of grilled cheese sandwiches, and so I had a toasted grilled cheese. It was really good.
I could see that being okay. Like to me, that sounds like if you can't make a grilled cheese, you just toast the bread and melt the cheese in the microwave and then call that a grilled cheese, even though that's not real.
They did all the things because it was like gourmet food truck. And so they had a whole set of different things. It was really good.
Also, of course, talking about the cheese that Americans think belongs in a grilled cheese, they think that on average, a grilled cheese should have multiple cheeses.
Okay.
Cheddar was number 1. American was number 2.
Yeah, I'd go with either of those.
I think the best grilled cheese does have more than one cheese in it, but it has to have American because that gets that melty texture that makes a grilled cheese.
There's something right about that. It's the processing of that cheese.
Yeah,
we know it's not
the way
healthy
it doesn't
for us.
naturally melt the same way every other actual cheese does.
We know it's not right. We know something's wrong with that cheese.
But it makes it so
it's
perfect. We're getting some texts. I want to see what people are saying about the perfect grilled cheese, because I also think white bread is good, but I think there's other ways to go about it.
Oh,
too.
absolutely. There are so many good types of bread. So, yeah.
8772 Radio U. Tell me about your perfect grilled cheese. Let's see what people are saying. We got people texting in about the perfect grilled cheese. The average American, according to a new survey, says that the perfect grilled cheese is made with white bread, with the crust on, cut into triangles, with cheddar and American cheese both inside. That's the average American's ideal grilled cheese. But a lot of texts coming in. People have different ideas of what makes the perfect grilled cheese for them.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a long description from Justin. He says, for starters,
It's a whole recipe.
Yeah, for starters, make the grilled cheese in the oven. It takes a little longer, but it's so worth it. Butter the outside of both slices of bread and sprinkle garlic, salt, and parsley and Parmesan cheese on top. 2 to 3 slices of Velveeta sliced cheese in the middle, and it's perfect. If you're feeling extra fancy, you put a thin slice of tomato in there or some ham sandwich meat.
I have never thought about making a grilled cheese in the oven.
I haven't either.
Cannot picture that being better than just frying it up in a pan.
It sounds to me, because I've had subs that you just like put in the oven to, make them get all melty and stuff.
Yeah.
It sounds to me similar to that. But I think those are great.
Yeah, they are good.
Yeah.
William says the best grilled cheese is white bread, garlic butter, classic American cheese, and ham.
Okay. So people adding the meats to
garlic
this.
and ham so far is what people are saying when you need to be adding.
We heard from Zeb. He said grilled cheese and press with normal loaf of bread. It becomes a little cheesy goodness, like a waffle maker type of press.
Oh, so like a panini cheese.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Panini.
I was like, it's like a panini press is what I was thinking, which sounds similar to kind of what I had, which was more of like a toasted, like you make it and then you toast it.
Yeah.
Which I think I described it wrong. I think they toast it after they make the grilled cheese.
Okay.
Somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about Eric, who says, I've done this before. Mayonnaise instead of butter. It makes the grilled cheese even crispier.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Does that change the flavoring?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I kind of like adding mayonnaise inside.
Okay.
And so you still cook it the same way, but then you have just the mayo flavor inside. And
Yeah.
it gets all melty.
Okay. Interesting. Regina says she likes several slices of cheese and buttered bread, which are a must for her. Also, adding some deli meat works well.
Yeah, adding meat to grilled cheese. But then if you've added meat, as many people have mentioned, a lot of ham, I think bacon works very well. Like if you have leftover bacon, that's a great way to use it. Is just pop it into grilled cheese.
Who has leftover bacon, though? Come on.
But does it at that point become not a grilled cheese and then it's just a sandwich?
I don't know.
It's just a ham sandwich that you've grilled.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I always think of grilled cheese as the classic version of what I talked about, which is just the cheese kind of standing on its own. So, but I do think we can celebrate grilled cheese in multiple ways.
Mm-hmm.
And so these just sound like variations of celebrating grilled cheese.
It's not wrong at all. I'm just saying.
It does make it a little
When does it
different.
become not a grilled cheese?
Right. It does make it a little different. Like the star of the sandwich is no longer the cheese.
Yeah.
When you add the meat.
Dylan says he likes to do Munster and pepper jack together. Those are aren't those pretty different?
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've ever combined the two of those.
Or the 5 pepper cheese, he says.
Okay.
If you want to get a little spicy, that's always fine. The pepper jack cheese is a good way to go.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the spicier cheese, but if you are, sounds fun. So, Stephanie says she's made grilled cheese with bacon, onion jam, and American cheese. The sweet jam worked well with the salty cheese.
I think that's definitely a grilled cheese because you're just adding a condiment.
Yes.
Even though the condiment includes bacon.
Right. And you're adding the condiment. It sounds to me like you're adding it as like a source of butter.
Yeah.
Like a source of making it a little bit crispier.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Susanna says that you need to do sourdough bread, which that was the other one I was thinking that came a close second in the survey
of
Americans.
Okay.
And I think sourdough bread can be really good for grilled cheese. She says mayo instead of butter, multiple cheeses. She doesn't care which. Jalapenos and something else spicy, and maybe tomatoes. and make it well done.
Well done. Yeah, you want it real crispy.
I know.
on.
This is where me and Mrs. Hudson differ, is I want my grilled cheese like really crisped up, like really dark.
Yeah.
And she likes it on the lighter side.
I mean, everybody has
which
different...
results in if I make the grilled cheese and she says it's burnt. And I'm like, no, it's perfect.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have had it all of the different type of ways, and I'm not picky, so I'm okay with any of them. So what some may consider that's burnt, I'm like, that's fine. And what some may consider not done enough, I'm like, that's fine. Julie also says she likes 2 slices of Colby Jack with mayo in the middle.
I was thinking over cheddar. If I was like making my perfect, just simple grilled cheese, it's American and Colby Jack, which I guess is technically 3 cheeses.
Yeah.
And then maybe on sourdough bread. But honestly, the way the white soaks up
it's just
the butter.
It's so perfect.
Yeah, just the texture really is good.
Hard to beat the classics.
Oh, I want a grilled cheese today.
Me too.
You've heard the old adage, right? You need 10,000 steps a day to live longer.
I think that's kind of the marker for like a goal to set for yourself, especially if you have one of those like watches that tracks your steps.
Mm-hmm.
You always set the goal of trying to hit 10,000 a day.
Yeah, and then we've just all accepted this and believed this for so long. And I'm learning now that apparently that's all bunk. It's all nonsense. It's all poppycock that we've been fed for years.
Apparently a totally arbitrary and Japanese marketing ploy.
Yeah. Apparently, the 10,000 steps a day idea goes back to the 1960s in Japan, if this story is true, where a company that was trying to sell a pedometer before they had phones, before you had a phone or a watch that would track your steps. This was simply a step counter. They were trying to sell this thing. They realized that the Japanese character for the number 10,000 kind of looks like a guy walking or running.
Oh.
And so then they're like, this will be the perfect tie-in.
Oh.
And so that's where they came up with the number, and it had never really been fact-checked in any meaningful way for years. And so we've all just accepted this as long as we've been alive. We've been told 10,000 steps a day to help you live longer.
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously they just made that up.
It's a totally arbitrary marker.
But now there's a study that backs up the idea that it's way less than that.
Yeah.
A study that was just done and published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine says that you only need 4,000 steps a day to reduce your risk of death by 40%.
Wow.
Always a weird way they put that, reduce your risk of death.
Everyone has the risk of death because everyone is going to die.
100%.
So, yeah. I don't think that's worded correctly, but okay. It just sounds like it slows down your death. Like you're potentially living longer.
Yeah.
But
or in other words,
we will all die.
Reduce your risk of death from certain causes.
Yes.
It says that, now this study too, I think this is important. This was a study that was only done on like older women. I would think that means if you're younger, then the number would be even lower or not matter as much.
Maybe.
But once you get older, the more you walk, I would think the better shape, keeping your body in better shape as you age will, and being active will continue to reduce your risk of death.
Yeah.
4,000 steps.
I remember one time when I had my watch that counted steps, I had set that goal because it as soon as you open up the app for like that watch, it's like, do you want to set a goal for 10,000 steps per day? Like it immediately prompts you with that because it's just like it's ingrained in us now that you have to hit 10,000 steps.
I can't believe it was such a lie.
Yeah, it was such a lie. But I remember one day I got so mad at myself because I only hit like 3,000 steps. And it was because I was sick and I was like home all day. There was nowhere I was going. It was like the winter and I was sick. And so I was so mad. I was like, I only walked 3,000 steps. I'm such a failure. And now I feel really dumb because it's like that 10,000 doesn't mean anything. Like, yeah, it's a good thing for you to be walking. Walking is a great exercise, but that number doesn't actually prove anything.
It's one of those things just also, and you and I had just had this conversation off the air about like, the same as like you're supposed to drink a gallon of water a day or something like that.
Because I'm doing the 75 hard challenge.
It's an insane amount that like if you just sat down and realistically, so wait, we're supposed to 10,000 steps and a gallon of water. You wouldn't be able to walk 10,000 steps unless you were a mile from the bathroom. It was just not realistic, but we just all accepted it. But meanwhile, because 10,000 steps is several miles of walking.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Whereas 4,000 steps, like you said, 3,000 and you were sick.
Yeah.
You were not guaranteed to get to 4,000 every day.
Yeah.
But you do not have to work hard at all to get to 4,000.
No,
that's
just,
so doable.
Just normal walking.
Without even actually exercising.
Right.
And so that's all we need to do to reduce our risk of death by 40%.
And don't exercise.
Spotify is being sued by Snoop Dogg's...
What?
But Spotify is being sued by a relative of Snoop Dogg because of fraudulent streams. Or cousin. It was a cousin of Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
His name is RBX. Basically, the crux of the lawsuit is that Drake is getting millions of fake streams from bot accounts, and that's taking money away from other smaller artists that are getting legitimate streams.
Oh.
Yeah.
So these bots are, just continually adding these stream numbers, getting them higher.
Yes. Where like this, according to the accusations in this lawsuit, Drake has about 37 billion streams, but it says a substantial, non-trivial percentage of them appeared to be in the work of a sprawling network of bot accounts, where it's talking about like accounts that are streaming Drake songs over and over again for 23 hours a day.
I mean, are we shocked by this? Who's still listening to Drake?
Yeah.
After the Kendrick-Drake battle, he was buried.
This is what I'm thinking. It's just like this, even though Drake isn't specifically himself being sued. It's just one more blow. Like he just keeps falling further.
Right. If you wanted it to be believable that these streams were going up so much, you should have picked a better artist than Drake. No, I'm being a little mean here, but I do think that's kind of funny. Drake loses the Kendrick battle, and now it's like, and also these streams are all fake.
Yeah, but nobody's actually even listening to you.
Oh man.
Now, why do they point out Drake specifically, even though he's not the one being sued, and why is Spotify being sued?
Right.
I think that the theory is that Spotify pays artists based on a share of the total streams, like for an entire month, for example. And so if Drake is getting a super high percentage of all of the streams for a given month, and other artists, that reduces the percentage that they can get, of course.
Yeah.
And so then they're not getting paid as much as they should be if they should get 0.5% of all streams, and they're getting 0.3 because Drake is eating up. If Drake's fake streams are eating so much of the stream, then they're getting paid less than they deserve. And Spotify is allowing this to happen.
Wow.
Which is why they're the ones being sued.
Wow. Yeah, that's wild. So Spotify definitely needs to get on top of this and make sure it doesn't happen. And I know Spotify has been under a lot of fire over the years for just how poorly it compensates these artists.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the smaller artists, they make pennies, nothing really, for their music. And so just to see something like this where Drake, already a big artist, already getting lots of streams without bot accounts, get even more because of stupid bots, then it's like, if you're a smaller artist, you really got to feel like you're behind the 8 ball when it comes to streaming, because you can't remove your music from Spotify. How is anyone going to discover you if it's not on there?
Yeah.
But also, you're not getting compensated correctly.
Yeah. Well, I think we're well past the time where any average artist can rely on streaming as their primary source of income.
Yeah, no way they can't do that.
And Spotify, in their defense, their spokesperson had a pretty good argument of Spotify doesn't benefit from this. They say Spotify in no way benefits from the industry-wide challenge of artificial streaming. So why is Spotify the one being sued?
That's a good point.
Where
'Cause Spotify
somebody's
has to pay out
doing
more
this
money
for Drake, so it really is Drake's problem.
Oh, yeah, it's all a Drake conspiracy.
Yeah.
It goes back to Drake.
But I think this is a reminder, though, that like for almost all the bands we play here on RadioU, and really 99.9% of any music you probably listen to, even if it is an artist that seems bigger, they're still probably not making that much money off of streaming. And so do what you can to support them in other ways. Buy the merch.
Yeah.
Go see them in concert when they're on
tickets.
tour.
Yep.
Subscribe to their Patreon if they have one.
Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.